That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? For those of you who may not remember or know, Warner Brothers Discovery is planning on making a new Harry Potter rebooted series. And each season, while in the movies, the Harry Potter movies each did one book, right? Mm-hmm. Until they got to the Deathly Hallows that they split into two separate movies. Mm-hmm. So each book got a movie. In this case, each book is going to get a season. And because as Harry Potter book fans will have always noted, there's a lot of stuff in the Harry Potter books that have never got into the movies, just too much. So they're doing a brand new rebooted Harry Potter series, starting with the first one, which is called what? The Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah.
Or it used in depending which country you're in. One country's called the Philosopher's
Stone here.
The other one's called the Sorcerer's Stone. And they're going to start with that, and each one is getting its own season. Well, now we found out who's going to be running this show. And if you're somebody who's kind of been looking forward to this Harry Potter thing, you might get excited about this because they're getting some pretty big heavyweights behind it. According to Variety, Succession alums Francesca Gardner and Mark Mylod are here for Harry Potter. Gardner has been tapped to serve as the showrunner and executive producer of HBO's upcoming new untitled series based on the Harry Potter books, while Mylod is on board to direct multiple episodes as well as executive produce. The news was announced Wednesday by HBO and Warner Brothers TV, which are behind the HBO original series. Both Gardner and Mylod are already deeply entrenched in the HBO family. Besides working on the award-winning show Succession, Gardner also worked on His Dark Materials, and Mylod is a regular helmer at the pay cabler, having also been on Game of Thrones, The Last of Us, and Entourage. Also, adding to his Emmy-winning work on Succession. So you now have executives, producers, and directors who've been involved with Succession, Game of Thrones, Entourage, and Last of Us, and His Dark Materials. Mm-hmm. Listen, that does not guarantee that this series will be any good. That doesn't guarantee that. But it is an HBO show, which gives you a 90% chance that the show's going to be great. And now they've gone out and got absolute heavyweights to come in and guide and run this thing. Again, none of that guarantees that this show's going to be good. Not at all.
But they're doing the right steps.
But it's certainly the right first steps, man. Yep. I mean, who knows where they end up going, but they're starting by going in the right direction. By getting solid talent, great experience in award-winning productions, and you're bringing them over here. And I'll tell you what, I admit that I was like a lot of people in the sense that I didn't know that I thought rebooting Harry Potter into a series was necessarily the right move. I mean, the right move is to make new Harry Potter movies with the Harry Potter kids now adults. Get Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, get them all back now as adults and do new Harry Potter stuff. But that's probably not possible because I don't think any of those adult actors now want to do that.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So I admit at first I was kind of like a little bit iffy on this, but I'll tell you what, the idea has been growing on me. And I think one of the reasons it's been growing on me is that we have continued to see how passionate the Harry Potter fan base is. Like when they put out that special on HBO a couple of years ago with the anniversary reunion special.
Yeah, the reunion.
And literally people watching that on TV, including my own wife, crying, watching it. And you see that passion. I still go, when Ann and I go to Universal Studios Hollywood, the most packed place. I mean, Nintendo World is up there now too, because it's fantastic. But the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Universal is always packed. And whenever we go, always tons of people in their Hogwarts robes, repping their houses, wearing their sorting hats and all that kind of stuff.
And you know what they don't do? They don't make you get a reservation for those lands and then say you can't come in.
Don't get me going on Disneyland.
I'm not trying. Do it. But what I am saying is staying positive that it's just like you can just go and see it, and it's great.
Yeah. And it's wonderful. And I'll tell you what, guys, I am I have been won over to starting to think this is probably a pretty good idea and might actually be a pretty good. Who knows? But they're off to a good start. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Miracle Made. Did you know that your temperature at night can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality? If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Inspired by NASA, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so that you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. When they arrived at our house, my wife Ann loved the feel of them so much, she couldn't even wait for me to get home to put them on our bed. Miracle Made has self-cleaning. These sheets are infused with silver that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. Miracle Sheets also have incredible comfort and quality. Miracle Sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. So go to TryMiracle, that's TryMiracle.com/Campea to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Campea at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you will get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to TryMiracle.com/Campea and use the code Campea to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's TryMiracle.com/Campea to treat yourself. Question is for you guys. What do you think about this? The world of Harry Potter now has the people who are going to be running these shows, and they've got some really good people behind it now. Do you think the show has a chance of being good? Do you think the Potter fans will get behind it? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.